strip your fingers from the angle, from the edge of your, what is it called? Shoulder. Hi guys, this is Victoria. I'm currently practicing in Toronto, Ontario, and I'm a massage therapist, a registered massage therapist licensed back in 2014. So what I'm going to do today is to teach you how to get points from your loved ones by giving them nice massage on their forearms and upper arms, if possible, their neck as well. Many people are on the desk these days, especially nowadays, ever since COVID. So many people are working from home, so they are always at the desk day and night, and their bosses coming at them like thousands of times. So we all know how tight our neck and shoulders are. So what I'm going to do is to help you guys help each other at home so that you can save your time and money. I'm all for you, for your own convenience. So I am revealing my own massage techniques for your own convenience. So tune in till the end and stay with me. So here I am with my client on the table. So what I'm going to do is use this oil and spread the oil and work from the proximal area all the way to the distal area. So get the oil on the hand. Later, you can just warm up the oil by just layering it. A nice introduction of your touch, and just move your body to push yourself. If you just use your arm only, then you're going to eventually get your arms tired. So make sure you use your body, push it, almost as if you're keeping the angle of your arm, just like this 90 degree. So you don't have to move your arm, but instead you're going to move your arm with your body, okay? Like this. If you prefer standing, then you can just squat down a bit and then go. So this technique that I'm using right now is called effleurage, meaning it's just a stroke, long stroke to warm up the body. And it's the basic of the basic technique in massage therapy. And next then, after that, you're gonna use your thumb, just roll it, and then just stroke. All the way from here is the lateral epicondyle. And from here, Olecranon, meaning your elbow straight, and then go all the way up, all the way up with a light to medium pressure. How's the pressure? Good? Okay. It's very important to communicate with your client time to time about how they feel about the pressure. Do not exceed their limit. Some people think the more painful the better, or no pain, no gain. But there's no such thing as a rule. There's no pain, no gain. It's not necessarily that, okay? In fact, it is painful.
I'm sorry. Can you go a little bit lower in the
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
See, this is what happens when your pressure is too much. Then your client is going to complain, okay? And what is actually happening in the body in that case is their sympathetic division is activated of their nervous system, which is very undesirable, because sympathetic response is the response that when your body is stressed, when your body is under too much stress, or for example, you see the car coming towards you on the road, then your pupils dilated, and then your digestion stops, and your all other like excretory activities, they all stop. That's called sympathetic nervous system response. And what we are going to avoid is that sympathetic response and rather activate parasympathetic response that is achieved by relaxing massage or a massage that is not painful at all, because that is going to only increase the effect of relaxation and increase the blood circulation, calming the nerves. So pretty much you're going to rub the shoulder girdle here as well. Shoulder girdle is located right in front of the shoulder, and where you just curl your fingers from the edge of this here. Strip your fingers from the angle, from the edge of your, what is it called? Shoulder. So I am right here in front of the shoulder. So you're going to slide the finger from the edge of the shoulder towards the clavicle, the floating bone. It's also known as collarbone. So you're going to slide your finger towards the collarbone and you meet the inner corner that right falls between the collarbone and the edge of the shoulder, right? That's your shoulder girdle. And what you're going to do is gently massage. Usually this area is very sensitive. So what you're going to do is just put minimal force of your finger and in a circumduction way, circular motion. After just about spending 5 or 10 seconds, nice and slow, you're going to strip it towards along the below line, the line below the collarbone. And you're working on the pectorals. How's the pressure? A little bit too sensitive? Okay. How about now?
It's good.
Okay. You can also use the circular motion all over the chest. Make sure you're only massaging the upper portion of the chest, because below that is considered some sensitive area where you need specific consent for it. After then, you're going to do some stretches out while keeping your finger into the shoulder girdle. Do you feel the stretch? Great. How's the pressure?
That's good.
Okay. And what you're going to do is just let the arm be like that. You're using the gravity to push it further down. You're not going to force further to push it down. The only time you can push further is when the client is not really sensitive. So hold it for about 15 to 30 seconds until you feel nice, a little bit of a relief in the tension. You're gonna feel a taut feeling over the tissue, and you're going to just gently massage those areas, because working on this area is very good because you can feel a lot of relief. This area is the area that gets really tight when you're working in front of the desk, because you're always hunched and your pecs are shrink, they just get shortened, and you just keep this way, right? So it's opening up the fascia and the tissue that have been shortened by your posture. After then, you can just keep your thumb at the very edge of the shoulder, and you're gonna feel deltoid tendon Then you're going to just use light to medium pressure, just a crisscross motion, just like this. Or you can use the circular motion, but more like crisscross. How's the pressure? It's good. In the meantime, you're going to start from the 90 degree and you're going to put the arm down as if you're putting it back on the table. And you do it while you're keeping the thumb pressing onto the deltoid tendon. Keep it, hook it gently. I'm just exaggerating this motion for you to see where I'm hooking. You're gonna move from the 90 degree all the way this posture. See, your finger, your thumb is still there, holding on to it. Hold it for 5 seconds and then release. And back to 90 degree. And palpate again, hook it. If you cannot hook it when it's 90 degree, then move it a little bit down. That way you feel the taut tendon. Then once you find it, hook it, and then move it back down. Working on this area is very important, and it feels very good because you're using your arm a lot while typing. And you can do some circular motion. And put it back on. And do some effleurage. So you can also use a knuckle. Knuckle is this area from here and to here. From here to here. These areas. So you're going to make a nice fist. Don't need to just squeeze it out, but just nice and relaxed. And you're going to use only this knuckle area, especially this side. And from here, right in front, right lateral to the elbow. And from here, you're going to use the simple stroke. And once you get to the acromion, which is the bone of the shoulder, you're going to just massage the margins of the deltoid in a circular motion. Hook, relax, hook, relax, hook, relax. When I'm relaxing, I'm not pressing at all. It's just nothing more than withdrawing your arm to come back to the standby. So stroking from the elbow level, hook, relax, hook, relax, hook, relax. And you can do some effleurage. In this case, I'm pressing mainly onto this area, my 5th metacarpal, and like as if it's 45 degree. Here, from here, hook, and as I come down, I'm just gonna nicely just grab it, and then take it down. Hook, and down, hook, and down. Is my pressure okay? Mm. And we've got this forearm. Think of this forearm as your tennis racket. You're going to get the tennis racket, right? So this area here is called web, right? So this wet area will be along this shaft. So this corner is the lateral side of the medial. So it's the anatomical posture. This is the palm up side, and this is an anatomical posture. So lateral aspect of the radius. So along this shaft, you're going to put the whip, and by holding it gently and keep the thumb, your thumb and index finger, you're gonna have a nice squeeze in there. And just along the muscle, here is the extensors, and here flexors. You're going to just do some squeeze all along, all the way to the elbow area. This is called lateral epicondyle of the humerus. And once you reach the muscle, this is the origin of this point is the origin of the extensors. So hook it and do some circular motion. Thumb here is just hooking it up. It's just a static pressure. You're not moving it, but you're moving the forearm with the other hand just gently. Make sure it's not painful to your client or your loved ones. After then, you're just gonna do some massage again. And with the other hand, do the same. Whip prepared with your index finger and thumb. Here, still lateral side, that's going to meet your web, and gently squeeze and go all the way up. Maintain the pressure. You're focusing on the flexor. Okay, and do the circular motion again. In this case, I'm just yanking this extensor. Okay, or you can just hook it too, just like I did. Okay. And you can also do the medial aspect of the ulna to work on the flexors. So what I'm going to explain is how to work on the flexors. So the flexors, they originate in this elbow, just medial corner of the elbow. There's a medial epicondyle here. So you're going to massage gently, introduce your touch. And what you're going to do right now is use your thumb from the wrist area, pretty much in the middle, and you're gonna feel the tendons right there. Those are the whole bunch of flexors. Some flexors work for all 5 fingers, some for the first 3 fingers, thumb, index, middle, or some flexors only work on those last 2 fingers, pinky and the 4th. And you're going to just gently massage. Your client already feel tension ease. And you're going to make your way up, pretty much in the middle, and the inner corner, and from the lateral side, obliquely, all ending at medial corner here, not here, but here, medial epicondyle. After that, you're going to just massage again. And now I'm just gonna let you know how to massage the hand. All you need to do is the pinky, and you're going to hook it between your thumb and index finger. One here, like this, and the other between the pinky and the fourth, like this. Can you see it? Okay. And the reason you're hooking like this is to open up the palm. Make sure your client doesn't feel too tight as you're flipping over. Okay? Do you feel okay? Okay, good. He's just so sleepy right now. So what you're going to do is have your both thumb glide from right below your fingers. Your thumb hooking, glide upward and along the shaft, along the bed of your fingers. Your thumb and pinky fingers, they have bed right there, right? You're going to hook and come down along the shaft. Hook, down. Hook. Okay. So I'm just gonna go a little bit lower. So hook, glide, and come along the shaft. And use your knuckle, and on the palm, you're gonna make a circular motion. Approximately 5 to 10 seconds. And you're gonna turn it back down, and you're gonna massage their web just gently. This area is pretty sensitive, so if you want, you can just put static pressure right at the corner, or at the very corner between the thumb and the index finger. Here, hook it. How's the pressure? Good. Good. So hold it for 5 seconds and come back down. And hook and down. Hook and down. And do some circular motion in the finger. And hook it along the finger, just take it down, hook it, take it down, but make sure you don't do this. I mean, where is it? There's a nail bed. Right above it is the nail mattress, so you're not going to, it's very sensitive, as you know. So stop the pressure as you glide it. You can glide it, but stop right above your nail. Okay, so hook down only up to the nail, and down, hook down, hook down, hook down. Same goes for the rest of the finger. And then crisscross over the back of the hand. Squeeze right between the wrist bone and then the hand. So there's a space right there. You're going to space the joint by squeezing the joint with your web, like this. If the joints are flexible enough, you're gonna feel the joints coming off. Don't press too hard, just enough that you feel the tendon that your fingers are on are gently being pushed. If you want, by hooking like that, you're going to do some gentle pull. Hold for 5 seconds. Is it comfortable? Great. And finish with your approach. Okay, I'm sitting right now to work on the neck and shoulders. So before applying the oil, you're just going to do some gentle work on the shoulder with bare hands. Nice and gentle. One by one. This one first, and this one, and this one. Just in turn. Nice and rhythmic. And after that, you're gonna grab the oil. Introduce your touch on the collarbone and come back along the collarbone. So around the shoulder and neck. You're coming up with your fingers, middle fingers right along the cervical spine. Don't go directly above the spinous processes of the cervical spine, but the muscle area right next to the cervical spine. So from here all the way up. You're going to do it all at the same time, both sides. Both sides go all at the same time. At the base of the skull, there's a suboccipitals, the very tiny muscle that are highly irritable, especially when your head is protruded towards the monitor when you're working at the desk. So in a circular motion with your middle finger, tip of your middle finger, just nice and gentle circular motion will do it. And hook and come towards the ear. Again, hook at the middle of the base skull and come along the shaft towards the ear. Okay, gentle. And from here, rotate it, the other side. One more time, just gentle. Do it slowly so that you don't cause dizziness to the client. And you hold the base of the skull and push the one shoulder down while you're fastening the neck. Push to stretch the shoulder right here. Push just gently and come back and glide. Push and come back, no pressure, and pressure, push and come back. You can use the same motion with your knuckle. Push and come back. Push and come back. Push and come back. You're never going to go over the bones, okay? Only those areas that you feel are free of bones are going to be the surface that you're going to be working on, okay? Push and come back. And do the other side, and I'll pretend this time I did this side already, okay? Gently push back, push back, and with your knuckle from the base of the skull along the muscle trapezius, push and come back, push and come back, push and come back. And be careful when you're going a little bit lateral, anterolateral area. Antero is the front, anterior area, and the lateral area, lateral surface of the neck, because those areas are full of sensitive structures such as the veins and arteries. So you don't want to cause any problems on those with deep pressure. So you need to be more careful with your pressure. So just gentle circular motion. And as you go, just inner corner of the collarbone, not the below, but inner corner. Then you're going to gently push. And you feel how tight the muscles there are. How's the pressure? Okay. And you're just going to do some gliding. You can either push and then come back with no pressure, and push and come back with no pressure, or the other way, with no pressure. As you come back, you're gonna push, just drag it, with no pressure, drag it, no pressure, push and drag it. And as you come back to the trapezius or the edge of the shoulder, you feel your finger is stuck at some point. That's the trapezius. And you're going to just stay there, pushing it. You can be a little bit more firmer than the pressure that you applied on the collarbone area. So fingers push, and you're as if you're dragging your point, you're pinpointing the edge of your fingers down to the surface of the table, okay? But still going in down towards the feet of the client. So that way is still pressing it down onto the table. That's the direction of your pressure. Okay, after 5 seconds, withdraw your finger. You can also use your thumb as well if you feel like. And you're just gonna yank the muscle and up, yank the muscle, up, yank the muscle and up. Great. Another technique that you can do is bring the neck towards the area, towards the side that you're working on, and then hook the insertion of the scalene, and you're just going to move the head away from this side to the other side while pressing the area here, just gently. How do you feel? Very good? Okay. And again, you can move down a bit to work on other fiber, other branch of the scaling. And move the head away as you keep pressing onto the area. Is to stretch effectively. You can also move it, bend the head a little bit, as if they're sniffing their own armpit, and get the head come back in gentler motion. And I'm going to let you know a gentle pull of your head to space the joint of your cervical spine. So your web area, this area, will be holding the base of the skull. The base of the skull means here, here. So like this. You're going to position the head right in the middle of your palm and your web. And then squeeze a bit. The majority of your force will be placed onto the base of the skull, but the other hand, as a guide, can be placed under the chin. And you're going to pull it together though, but majority of your force will be onto this hand, okay? That's on the base of the skull. Because if you pull the hand that is placed onto the chin too hard, then you're going to cause some TMJ issue, which is temporomandibular joint issue. So make sure this hand that is going to be placed on the chin will be just there on the chin as a support, as the helper, but it's not going to be pushing as hard as this hand might do at the base of the skull, okay? So from here, just going to pull it and come back down. Again, at the base, as the right hand at the base of the skull, pull it, the hand assist. Are you comfortable with your chin?
Mm.
Good. Good. Do it one more time. And you're just going to do some pinching motion along the trapezius on the neck. Alright guys, so that's about it. So we went through the techniques that can be applied on your forearms, upper arms, hands, and the neck and shoulder areas. And we learned about cervical neck traction as well. So I'm going to see you guys with another video. Probably that's going to be about lower leg techniques. So stay tuned and please subscribe and like my video. Thank you guys. Happy helping each other.